You're all sitting down. It's $750,000. That's how much money you need to have in an account the day we retire at 65 years old to have a sustainable income for the balance of our life of just $4,000 a month.
Yeah, it is a large amount. If you look at $4,000 in and of itself each month, it really doesn't sound like a very extravagant lifestyle. But $750,000, probably in some of your minds, you're thinking that is a lot. And you're not the only ones. Right now, people are doing things they never thought they'd do, and that's work longer. 30% of people that are today within, I would say, 10 to 15 years of retiring, surveys are saying that they're looking to go past the age of 70 and actually work longer than they ever thought. And it's a whole new concept. There's a lot of reasons for that. And one of the things that you probably should know is that retirement, of course, isn't an age. It's an ability, right? You don't reach 62 and just say, hey, I'm going to hang it up. We're done. Retirement is really more of an ability. And this economy has caused people to have to do things that they never expected.
Jeff, how often do we hear people say, I'm retiring at 62 or 65 no matter what?
Quite a bit. Frequently,
right? We all put a number in our mind of the year that we're going to retire as if we're going to be prepared that year. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to encourage you, instead of picking a year that you're going to retire of age, why don't we pick when we're ready to retire financially? We'd all be a lot better off, and these 30% that have to work until they're 70, maybe that's the problem. They don't have the money to retire.
There's another problem, though. And
there's more problems?
Yeah, unfortunately, there are more problems. And that's, again, the unexpected expenses. And I'm not talking about the mortgage that you thought you'd pay off earlier. I'm talking about paying for generations that are outside of your own household. People become dependent on you. Baby boomers today have parents that are elderly and in need of care. Now, you can go to their house and help them out, but sometimes the best thing you can do is just help out financially because that's what they need and that's what they want.
Wait a minute. You're telling me that I'm going to have to help my parents with money?
Your parents are actually probably okay. They're okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
They're in the other percent.
I will say this. Maybe somebody could raise their hand and say they know what I'm talking about here. There's the other generation, the younger generation. They're called the boomerang generation. Around 18, they took off and went to college, and then here they come again right back into the house because there are no jobs.
Now, I know my mother and father have that generation.
Yes, I think they do. Right. So if you take one or the other, and even both, you can imagine both, it's a huge draw, and that's why people today are deciding to work longer. And that's if they can't find the job to keep them there. It's a very difficult place to be. But, I do have some good news.
You do? Because you're the pessimist.
I know.
I'm the optimist.
I like to call it a realist is what I am.
Okay.
A realist. You guys may disagree with me, but this is what I think. I think that our younger generation, those under the age of 18, have a good shot. I mean, after all, our California education system is doing very well. They're very robust. A lot of opportunities today for people.
Oh, here we go with you and the Modesto Bee again. Do you read this thing?
Well, I'm sorry, what?
I don't know. Modesto City Schools, how many teachers they just lay off? What do you mean the kids at under 18 years old have a great shot?
Well, I'm sure it'll get better. Yeah, no.
Okay, let me tell you. There's 500,000 people that would love to go on and get a higher education, whether it be junior college, a 4-year degree through the UC system or CSU system here in California, or a technical or trade school. 500,000 that can't do that today because we don't have the resources or the budget in the state education system to support and sponsor those kids to school. And I got news. The unemployment rate is never going to get fixed if we don't educate our children. If we don't put teachers back in the classroom and reduce class size reduction like it was 5, 6, 7 years ago, we're going backwards. We're skating backwards quickly, and the government needs to do something. If they're going to bail something out, how about my children?
Okay.
Why don't we bail the kids of this country out? Because if we don't do that, all we're doing is saddling them and riddling them with debt that they can't take care of. Without a proper education, how are they going to survive?
That's a good question.
Without a proper education, how are they going to get ahead? How are they going to improve their life above and beyond what their parents were able to do?
Obviously, Jason's very passionate about that. I am as well. And what's interesting is this event's about you. It's about a conversation that you wanted to have.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so here's what we're going to do right now. We're going to bring up the 3 topics that, frankly, we brought people on that know a lot more than us. I mean, there are a few people smarter than we are. I mean, there are only a few.
Well, probably like 900 of these people.
Oh, you are, obviously, as you're thinking, what are these guys doing? But we do have 3 incredible guests.
Who do we have?
Well, tonight we have Dave Ben, who is the president of Sutter Health, the regional president of Sutter Health for San Joaquin, Stanislaus, and Merced County. We have Michael Zagaris, who is the CEO of PMZ Real Estate. And we have Dan Costa, who's the CEO of 511 Tactical. And he will be talking about the global business economy, as well as the local Stanislaus County economy.
I can't wait. And so with a round of applause, why don't we just bring these guys out?